Thousands of football fans crammed their way onto McMaster University campus Saturday for their first chance to see the unveiling of the Marauders' brand new home, the recently erected Joyce Stadium in Les Prince Field, hosting a contingent of the country's top players for the 6th annual East-West Bowl Football All-Star Game. McMaster defensive lineman James Edward was all geared up and ready to get things started, and so was the entire lineup of top prospects in the country, eager to showcase their talents in anticipation of next year's CFL draft. As you can see, the West has never lost an East-West Bowl game since they began in 2003. The East obviously very anxious to put an end to that run. The coin toss favors West and they elect to kick off. East wastes no time making things happen. Danny Brannigan finds Gary Ross at the 37-yard line for the game's first completion. The West defense would step up to extinguish the first drive. Field position proved to be key. A few plays later, East gets the ball back, and it leads to the game's first points, a 32-yard boot through the uprights, and they have an early 3-0 lead. Both teams struggle to find their offensive rhythm in the first quarter. Michael Folds goes long, but it's intercepted by Elliot Richardson. He does a great job to keep his feet in bounds on this play. On the ensuing drive, Brannigan goes wide, way wide. With his intended receiver in tight coverage, his pass goes 20 yards out of bounds. Things would settle down a little for the quarterbacks, and Brannigan finds a streaking Gary Ross 50 yards down the field for the game's longest reception in the dying seconds of the first frame. They jog the ball over to the 4-yard line at the opposite end of the field to start the second and need only one play to notch the TD. Jonathan Massimard makes the grab and gives the East a 12-0 surplus. The West D doing a great job to keep them in it. Ian Noble comes into the game and tries to get something going for the West offense. He connects with McMaster's Matt Giordano. In heavy coverage, he makes the nice grab surrounded by 4 defenders. That leads to a field goal to put the West on the board. The East keep coming though. Benoit Groux taking the snap now. He's on the run when he finds a streaking Aaron Rasiopa at the sideline to pick up 19 yards. That was just close enough for Michener to hoof his second 37-yard field goal of the game. Well, fans know this guy, number 12, Justin Dunk, checking into the game for the West. Tries to spark his team with a little play action, a pump fake here, a swerve there, a burst of speed later. Justin Dunk clearly demonstrating why he's one of the most dangerous athletes in the CIS. The next play, he airs it out for Travis Gorski inside the 35-yard line, and the West begins to pick up some momentum. The East led 15-6 at halftime. In the third quarter, Kelly Hughes shakes off a few tackles, only to get stopped at the 1-yard line. Not to worry because he would punch it in and get the TD. With the game getting further out of reach, it's time for some big hits. Matthew Brossard steps up to shut down his man. Back the other way, it's crunch time when Andrea Bonaventura lowers his shoulder, but somehow Ross stays on his feet. He would be a little shaken up, though. James Bender sees his Marauder teammate De Hollander on the kick return and steps on the gas. Unfortunately, this led to more rough stuff as the teams exchanged unnecessary roughness penalties towards the end of the game. Noble would cap off the scoring with a 25-yard pass in the end zone. The East hang on to win it 25-6, claiming their first ever West Bowl victory. Michener was named the East MVP after averaging over 35 yards per punt and securing 9 points in field goals. Danny Brannigan led all quarterbacks with 78 yards and a touchdown in the air, while West lineman Andrea Bonaventura led the defense with 5 tackles, an assist, and 1 sack.
I can't even put it in words right now. This game was unreal. The whole week-long experience was highlight of my life right now. It's just a beautiful day, beautiful time. Brand new field at Mac. Everybody, a host were here, were awesome, and I can't even speak right now. So much fun.
You know, the athletes that are here are outstanding, and then the coaching that you get, that these guys get. You know, these are great weeks. When you're guiding it, it means that you've done well the year before. So, you know, it's kind of a feather in your cap to be able to come out and do this. So, yeah, it's been exciting this week.
Reporting for the East-West Bowl, I'm Jody Kingsbury.